All right, for those of you who've been asking, here is the shop tour. So, saw stop, we've got overarm dust collection and a wall-mounted dust collector cyclone and HEPA filter. The air compressor sits down here. It's on a remote switch. That's plumbed into shop air. That comes out here, as well as the other end of the shop. There's also a timed solenoid valve that will drain the tank after 1 hour worth of use. There'll be a cabinet under here in the next stage, which is where we'll house all of the table saw accessories and blades. Some of the other accessories are just on the table. This is a placeholder for the outfeed table and cabinet that we'll be building. Right now it's clamp storage along with Festool storage underneath here, but we'll be building something that will be static here. That'll be a work surface outfeed table as well as a place to store clamps. The way that I've got the jointer set up is it's set up such that it won't interfere with the next thing to come, which is a sliding crosscut table, which is going to be here. That's going to stick out about 18 inches, but I also wanted to give plenty of space for wide panels to give me as close to 8 feet from the blade as possible, and I think I'm just about going to be able to accomplish it. And this does give me 4 feet back from the blade approximately, so I should be able to cut a full sheet if I'm not using the track saw. And then of course, what good's a jointer without a planer? The planer needs some TLC because previously it was near the front of the garage, which means it gets dripped on occasionally, and we'll clean that up and never have that problem again. I mentioned the dust collection system. It's piped off to this main hose as well as the overarm dust collection hose. I need to get another blast gate over here in order to shut off the the overblade dust collection when it's not in use. That's on order from Rockler. I also routed 20 amp 120 power to power strips here, as well as blast gates for dust collection at 2 points. Craig Foreman is here, Festool storage along with the Capex. I've got my my Festool dust collector here, along with the ability to turn it on remotely as well as have it be tool activated. This is the CNC. Fits nicely in here. It's got a water-cooled spindle, and this is the second dust pickup that I have, along with the 120 20 amp power. You can see down there, if you zoom in a little bit, the piped air that comes out as well as the dust collection. I need to replace that, which is the conveyor belt on the drum sander. I've kind of squeezed in my drill press here, and I'm using it as a temporary laptop stand. All of these tools, by the way, are on wheels, so if I need to get to them, I can pretty quickly. There's the shop air at the left side of the workbench. The bandsaw is here. I'm able to pull that out when necessary. Just some miscellaneous tools here that I use occasionally. Now, I've been concentrating mostly on the left side of the shop along with the overhead storage. So the next stage is to do something in the front here, and some of these sharpening and turning and grinding tools will be accounted for there. Don't pay attention to that. That's unorganized tools at this time. There's a utility sink behind there as well that I can't really use right now. And then next to the refrigerator, I've got the 20 volt cordless tool storage. I've actually run out of storage. I've got 2 new tools here, as well as some sanding and sharpening accessories. I've got the disc sander, the spindle sander, the work sharp sharpener, and then the Guinevere flex shaft sanding system. And then here is the shaper / router table. And that's where we're at. That is eventually going to live where the sanding station is. The sanding station will eventually be built out in a different area. We're probably going to change our wood storage a little bit so that we make better use of this space. But yeah, that is the shop as it stands right now.